coins to my name, but with 18 rings then I can change the game. Flip them over, turn them around. Oh shit, look, I turned them into a crown. Make it dance, make it work for you. Coin is for the spending. If you scatter it, then you'll reap the profits of the seeds you've sown. What do you know? Look, I turned it into a throne. We do what we do to keep the water flowing. The more you give, the more it keeps growing. I don't want your gifts, I don't want your charity. I just want to see some other love and prosperity. The wheel keeps turning, the wheel keeps turning, the wheel keeps turning round. If the water won't flow, then the crops don't grow, so the wheel keeps turning round. The wheel keeps turning, the wheel keeps turning, the wheel keeps turning round. If the water won't flow, then the crops don't grow, so the wheel keeps turning round. I make my living by the sweat of my brow, the strength of my voice and my lyrical know-how. I work hard, I spend freely. I'm not rich, but damn, am I dearly placed. Think of virtue and preach it to the masses. The fruits of my labor I use to fill glasses. Life is for the living is the message I'm selling. The scent of success is the aroma you're smelling. The wheel keeps turning, the wheel keeps turning, the wheel keeps turning round. If the water won't flow, then the crops don't grow, so the wheel keeps turning round. The wheel keeps turning, the wheel keeps turning, the wheel keeps turning round. If the water won't flow, then the crops don't grow, so the wheel keeps turning round. Hold fast, 'cause it might sound funny, but the truth is wealth's not just about money. It's the push and the pull and the give and the take. It's the things that we share and the joy that we make. Give me your attention, I'll give you my time. Lend me your ears and I'll fill them with rhymes. I'll give you words to make your soul burn and take your breath away in return. Yeah. The wheel keeps turning, the wheel keeps turning, the wheel keeps turning round. If the water won't flow, then the crops don't grow, so the wheel keeps turning round. The wheel keeps turning, the wheel keeps turning, the wheel keeps turning round. If the water won't flow, then the crops don't grow, so the wheel keeps turning.
There's that one, and hopefully that's all working. Audio should be good. It's the one, the only Ryan. Crowd goes wild.
You kind.
So, kind of gens. Thank you so much. 3 months. That's awesome. Hello, everybody. So yeah, as I was just about to say about work, no, I was off work because of COVID. I tested positive yesterday, and basically work have said 3 days. And then they sacked me.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
If I sit down and think, I had a chat with my union about it. They have done the right thing. I don't get sick pay for 6 months. I've got my pre-op for my surgery next week. So who knows when I'll get surgery. But they have admitted they cannot pay me. So they have said, leave the job, claim your benefits, get signed up on all of that, have your surgery, and then come back and work for us. So they're pretty much holding the job.
So it's okay. So you've not been sacked.
I have been sacked. They've terminated my contract, but it's like a golden handshake, I guess, in a way.
Okay, so you have been sacked, but you have a guaranteed job.
I'm pretty much
with the same organisation. If you choose to go back to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Congratulations, Steve. You're living the life of a First World War soldier.
I know, right?
How's your job for you?
Yeah, basically. It was all bizarre. It was quite upsetting because I was enjoying the job, but this happened to me in lockdown. Oh, I'm sorry, Blue. That sucks. I carton everyone Yeah, so I'm now just exhausted, and our washing machine died today, so we need a new one. But at least I get to rip it open.
Has that? Well, actually, to be fair, that's 3. You're not due any more misfortune because you had a COVID diagnosis, you lost your job, and your dishwasher packed up.
This is
That's
true.
3. You're not due any more.
No, that's very, very true. So, yeah, it's all kind of sucks, but I've had a conversation now. Well, I've had a couple of messages with Digby is a bit quiet. Right, so this would be the interesting thing. No, I can turn you up a
I can
bit.
rectify that by yelling down the microphone if you so choose.
The interesting thing will be here is that Matt is quite quiet, Ryan is not. Ryan, there you go, is incredibly loud, which is great. So, hey, Dan, 26 months, you crazy bastard. So, I've had a conversation with the documentary lady.
How about now? Am I better now? Am I like massively loud now?
No,
Okay, cool.
you're coming through fine on mine.
I changed my input because my input was still set to my voice mod, which
Okay.
it does
No,
mean that
same.
at the drop of a hat I can basically turn myself into a World War One fighter pilot. But
You'll do that in a bit.
Yeah.
You just have to. It's simple. I've turned Matt up a bit, so everything's fine. But yeah, so she is doing the. Oh, cheers, Dolly. I really appreciate it, mate. It was nice to sit down and watch your stream for a little bit. Watch you pull what I call pull a Digby, and crash into a tree.
in my defence, I have only done that 15 to 16 times.
And I think
But
I've watched
resent
it
the fact
every
it's
single
become
time.
a thing.
Oh, no internet on the laptop. Oh, that sucks. Sorry, hun. So, she is doing a documentary thing about character bleed and the psychology behind it. So
That's really interesting.
that's what I've said. $1. Hello. So yeah, so that's going to be quite an interesting one. We're setting up a phone call to have a chat about it and go through everything, because funnily enough, I should have twigged really. The video that she commented on and asked to get in touch was the one with me and Nick chatting about character death. So
Kind of makes sense, right?
yeah, character bleed, wasn't that the plot point in the AC games? I'm not going to dignify that with an answer, but yes. How are all you lovely peoples? We're good. I'm just knackered. I feel a lot better than I did, but I'm just so tired. I'm so tired now. But yeah, so doing a few larpy bits. What else was there? Oh, Helen is going to do some filming for me tonight. I should rephrase that. Helen is going to do some filming for the Aliens tabletop roleplay game.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Better phrased. Well done.
Okay, excellent stuff. Hi Pat, how you doing? And I'm going to see if the video works how I want it to look, and then once I've done that, I'm going to get Matt into some military garb and he can be a general for me in a bit of a trailer. And then
I've got a long blue coat and everything. It's going to look great.
so it would just be something nice and simple, but it'll be a good little bit for the trailer. And then hello all, especially Ryan though. There you go. You got a fan
Hey,
in Patrick.
I love Pat.
Everyone loves
Even if he
Pat.
didn't vote for me for the boss seat, but
We
Still
can
love-
talk about tactically throwing elections for personal gain later on, Ryan.
Yes,
Don't worry.
definitely. So my plan now I'm not at work, I can throw a lot more stuff into doing the tabletop and editing and all of that sort of stuff, all those sorts of gubbins. So, and then I can actually run the charity stream. And then I've also decided I want to run a tabletop game on stream for some people as well. I want to run 7th Sea.
Oh, 7th Sea's bloody great.
So
7th Sea's really, really good. Played a bit of it at university.
yeah, so 7th Sea. So I'm going to run that for people.
Swashbuckler best class.
Yeah,
Best class.
3 or 4 people, and if anyone wants to be involved.
Oh, I'm down. I'm keen.
So I'm going to do it on Fridays, but yeah, on Helen's request as well, because she loves that game. So I'll do that, and then I'll run a little campaign, and then we can see where it goes. But yeah, so that's all good. I think that's it, really. I can't think of anything else going on. Fish Jam. I thought you were already a follower, Fish Jam. I see you everywhere, but that might be because I'm in other streams, to be honest.
That could be it.
Yeah, more than likely. Well, welcome to the Hefty fam. So yeah, so I think that's a good. Apparently, I wasn't even. Yeah, I thought you had subbed, but you weren't a follower. You weirdo. So it works quite well. Apocalypso, welcome to the Hefty fam. I just realised. So me and Matt spoke about followers and stuff like that, and I said,
The dog has been indecisive. I've got to let him out again.
okay, and I'd said that I wanted. So like the beginning of the year, I had about 500 followers, and I said, "Oh, my aim is 1,000 at the end of the year," and I was a bit skeptical about it. But,
You'll get there.
Yeah, Matt was the one who turned around and was like, "Nope, you'll definitely do it. You'll do it. You'll get there." And currently sat at 8. Well, it says 869, but I think it's actually over 870.
Only 130. We can get you that this stream.
Well, we can try. Yay,
All
Blue.
right.
Thanks for subbing. That's awesome. I forgot to go back and speak to Digby about the Farmers Union.
I am more than happy to take IC letters about Farmers Union, by the way. If
800.
people want to send me letters about it, I will happily correspond over email, either email or
Snail mail.
however is easiest for people to send me stuff. I'm trying to work out how I do snail mail.
All right. Headband is in chat too.
Yes.
Apocalypso Headband. Hello, Headband.
Hello.
She was saying,
Yes.
don't want that nickname. Like, well, okay. So I've stuck with it, and she's now Headband. But yeah, so Yana and Headband are, I think they're writing to each other at the moment, so they're going to get into trouble. Shekabel, I applied for a job as a balloon, but they let me down.
That took me about 2 seconds when I got there.
Terrible.
Excellent stuff. I just slammed my head into a fridge and smashed the earpiece off my headphone. Excellent. Wonderful. So thanks for the hospitality, Steve. I'm so glad we didn't burn your tent down. Yeah, no, that's great. Checkerbell, welcome to the Hefty fam.
There was a danger of people burning your tent down?
I don't remember this.
Oh, it was bound to happen at some point, let's be honest.
I remember Brian and I's tents turning into something resembling the lobby of Atlantis, but I didn't realise there was a fire risk as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I had that's true. that joke deflated me. To have to roll raiding with a party of 2. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Was it a good stream? Thank you so much for turning up. We're literally just about to chat Empire, so it's awesome. Yeah, so I remember the gazebo thing turning into a smoke box, yeah. And you don't really know, you didn't notice it when you're in it until Biscuit put the little light on it, the laser pen thing on it, or when you walked away from it and you saw this smoke just billowing out
of it, yeah.
Yeah.
I've washed my kit twice and it still smells like firewood.
I think I'm going to have that issue because I had to hang the kit bag up as well because my kit bag got wet. So I'm going to have to put the kit bag through the washing machine about 4 times to get rid of the smell of smoke.
Oh, right, the Leonine Pavilion. Oh, James. Right, now I've put that together, James. Now I know who you are. So when we had the ritual done on the 7 meter, Leonine Pavilion, so when we had them come over from the marches, he did a wonderful... I'm currently wearing my cloak as I'm cold and all I can smell is smoke. I love that. I put off washing some of my clothes from Larp for a while because I love the smell. until it gets to the point of where it starts talking to me and moving on its own accord. Then I kind of have to wash it then. But they came in, and I can't remember the guy's name, but he was awesome. He was absolutely fantastic. Yes, Mark, I do wash my Larp kit. I know it's a shock. And he did this thing where he had it's like looked like cotton wool, might have been cotton wool, I don't know. And he had a lighter, and he just sort of he threw it up and then lit it. And it went whoosh, like that. And both times he warned everybody, saying, "Don't look at this. You will go blind." So me and James looked at it twice. I was just like, still, just blind now. I mean, you have those green dots,
spots in front of your eyes.
In front of your eyes.
What was it, like flash paper kind of thing?
Yeah, something like that. It was really good. It was really effective. I've just got a new gambeson, and I'm currently sat in it to see how restrictive it is. Fantabulous. That's really cool. I really need new kit.
Larpers aren't going to have a problem over the winter, are we? Because we can just throw gambesons on.
Yeah, put a cloak on.
Yeah. I can't afford to turn the heating on, but I can put chainmail on.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So it's fantastic. So I mean, Ryan, I hope you've got a list written out of place names and stuff, because I don't know if Heidi is in chat or not, but I hope she is, because I've got loads of people in chat. Welcome everybody. If I don't know you, look forward to getting to know you and chatting about Larp. So good old and Spunky Bum Love.
I still love that name.
It's the best name.
The best.
It is the best name by far. So, there, Kimentia here. Excellent stuff. So we'll talk about that at some point, I am sure. I've been officially voted into the Iron Tide, just having to give Dag a good death at E1. Hey Spunky, good to see you, my friend. Oblivion, hello everybody. My very fluffy jumper from Saturday is my new home heating replacement. Excellent. I'm fat, so I don't really need the heating on and stuff. I do all right.
I'm sat here in shorts and a short sleeve t-shirt.
Same. Same. For those who normally ask, I'm wearing a Nostromo t-shirt this evening because I'm a nerd.
I am wearing a shirt that is literally got an inch worth of corgi hair all over it. Because the thing that people don't realise about corgis is that they're very fluffy, lovable dogs. But they also go through about a month or 2 months a year where they literally just, you stroke them and you end up with a handful of corgi hair. And they also sort of stand at the top of your stairs and just go and just distribute it fucking I've got a second carpet free of charge upstairs. Because, the dog has just gone, and I'm going to shed it everywhere. He's killed 2 Hoovers.
It's done well.
He's killed 2 Hoovers.
I hope he gave them a vicious death.
Yes.
Because I'm assuming they weren't being used to hoover up his hair. I'm picturing the dog just attacking them and
no, they were being
used.
They were being used to hoover up his hair. Admittedly, he does disembowel soft toys. Like if I bought him a little dinosaur that was about yay big, a little blue dinosaur, and he was really lovey and really kind of loving it and just taking good care of it. And then I opened the door after finishing a stream, and there was just the head of this blue dinosaur sat outside my door. And it's like, is that a warning or?
You're next.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
it could have been worse. You could have got into bed and you could have had the head on your pillow or something. That would have been wonderful. That would have.
The dog he destroys stuff.
Yeah. That would have been so good. Bolum is busy, so Bolum won't be here. He's already said he will be watching afterwards if he survives.
Bastard.
So, this is, So if we ignore the rain, because the rain was dire, I'm quite pleased I did that video now.
Yeah, 'cause watching it back, you realise how heavy it was.
Yeah, 4 months. Thanks, Digital Wolf. Appreciate it. That was bad, and running around and trying to help people out. So like with Chris, sorting out Liam and all of that was absolutely insane. It's not the worst rain we have had at Empire either.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
imagine that, but lasting for about an hour and a half.
Was that 2012 by any chance? Like one of the first Empire events that they ever ran?
It was one of the first. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like year 3 or something.
So
yeah.
I got caught in that, but not as a LARP event. I got caught at that at a living history event at a place called Kelmarsh, which, if you speak French, literally translates to "core." What a marsh!
Excellent.
So basically, I woke up. I was on top of the hill, like at Kelmarsh, and my tent was sodden through. And I looked down the hill, and I literally saw a Viking standing on a lilo paddling down a river that was running through their camp. And it's like, oh, the event's not going ahead, is it? No, we're cancelling it. Yeah, fair enough.
Excellent. That's awesome. I was in God during that mad downpour and kept thinking, the fuck is going to happen if these giant wooden poles in God get here? Yeah, that would have been bad. I got absolutely soaked during the new player skirmish, so they even had to cut it short and people took shelter in the hospital. Yeah, it wasn't great, but it was. I had a great event, and I even saw the positives through all of it, which was weird because E2 I left early, E3 I hated, and E4 was a massive turnaround, and for me it was very much the case of you had all of these horrible things were happening. So like obviously you had the River Digby, you had Lake Ryan, and you also had Stream Liam, but you were just like the 3 people that I knew about. And so running around helping people, getting stuff cleaned up, it was great because everybody just sort of jumped in. I mean, yeah, there were people who didn't, and I will bollock them at some other point. But everybody, you could see it all over the field, people were rallying to help everybody and like pull people out, help people dry off, and using their fires, and it was fantastic. So that was the positive. I mean, it was sod's law really that I'd then go into my tent to get dressed, and my part of my tent's flooded.
Yeah, this has kind of proven to me that I need to get a new tent, because as nice as that tent is, and the use I've had out of it, I bought it as I can use this for living history as well, but the more LARP I do, the less I'm enjoying the living history side of my hobby, if that makes sense. So I'm kind of thinking of just getting one of those bathtub ones. So I need to save up some money for that. But I've got 6 months over the long dark.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Yeah, you need to get yourself a zip-in or something.
Yeah.
It pulls it up and that. Carton, I've just got wonderful news. I've just got an email telling me I've been approved for my private security license.
Nice. Well done.
Fantabulous. That's awesome news. Hefty is my good luck charm, I guess. Wow. I'm sorry. But that's fantastic. That's really great news, man. Yeah, so I see the positive because it pulled everybody together and everybody just sort of like stuck at it. And I mean, yeah, there were tears from a fair few people in the field that I saw just from walking around. And that, so yeah, Ryan, Liam,
I was ready to go home.
Yeah, but there was no way I was going to let you go home.
No, I'm glad everyone pulled together because I would have gone home in a sulk.
I'm just glad that there were no inflatable chairs about for you to destroy.
No, there was no, because it was annoying because I'd unpacked only my soft kit into the tent, so it was sod's law it flooded.
Yeah.
But yeah, Helen was amazing. We were fanning my tunics over the fire, steam coming off them.
Yeah. I think
And like you, I had a brilliant event.
I think everyone did. There
I could
was.
tell you were enjoying yourself more.
Yeah.
100%. I think last event for you was strange not being Mac.
Yeah.
And I felt you were blossoming this event. Beautifully blossoming.
I was, yeah, blossoming all over the place. In
Everywhere.
in every nation. Hefty now with inbuilt sauna. Yeah, definitely. It was weird. I think it was sod's law for me because the only kit that was dry was Max.
Ah.
That was literally it. The only kit that was dry for me because I'd forgotten I'd put that in. If I hadn't put it in a plastic tub, it would have been event over really for me for a long time. I'd have to get everything dry.
I did have a spare tunic that I'd bought, which you would have been welcome to borrow. Because I'd luckily gone out and I was going to buy some more tunics. I think my hand was forced ever so slightly by the fact that I decided to wash my lovely blood red new cloak in the same washing machine for the first time as my lovely not blood red tunic. But my tunic now looks like it's covered in patient blood. So it was a slight win-win, but it was very much I can't really wear that like day to day because I'm going to look like the sloppiest physic going. Whereas on a battlefield, no one can fucking see it because it's under all the chainmail. But if you had got to that point, you would have been welcome to borrow one of mine. I'm sure it would have fit.
You.
You got some nice kit on the Thursday.
Yes.
You did, yeah.
Two tunics for a third of the price of one from another stall. So it's like, that is a no-brainer. I love these. I'm going to go back. Darkblade Larp are amazing, and you should go and give Tim all your money.
Tim is awesome.
Not sponsored.
No. Tim and me have been having a chat about doing another new player gift box bag thing. So we're looking at doing that. I'm going to actually have a chat with a load of people about doing a new player pack. So, and then work out cost and stuff like that so people can get stuff together for it. Be like, so it'd be like Larp box in America where you could pay and they'd go, here, have this stuff. It would just be better. I have a spare kit you could have borrowed, Steve. I swear it would fit. Mate, my leg wouldn't have fit inside it. My leg is bigger than your waist, Dolly. It's... I appreciate the sentiment, but let's face it, the big league kit that I really want is Bolem's hat.
Yeah.
I want Jean's hat. That's coming to me when I kill him. I mean, when he dies.
A given, is it?
Yeah, he's gone now. It's mine.
No.
It'll be well worth the 9 thrones debt that I've refused to pay. So noted. Add Bolem to the list. Excellent. Cheers, Chris. So it was really good to see everyone coming together and all of that. There were lots of places as well when the rain started who hadn't put their tents up, and it was suddenly watching like 2 people put up a tent or 1 person put up a tent, and then all of a sudden there's 12 people around a tent putting it up and just getting it done, and that was it, all loading everything back into a van. It was wonderful to watch. So when I say, go on.
What could happen if people actually work together initially,
I know.
rather than it having to be cajoled by rain?
I know, right? It's like but it just goes back to everything, like something I've always said. LARP is probably one of the best and friendliest and welcoming hobbies there is. It's just there. It is, and it's great. So Helen's now ushering us along. It's basically I should shut up. So what were the best bits for each of you? I won't go first. Ryan, go for it.
For me, I think it was... I certainly felt I knew what I was getting myself in for. I knew the kind of the... what I'm trying to say is I'm an autumn ritualist, and I kind of knew what that meant this time.
Yeah.
So because I had that understanding, I could then branch out into other things. I realised I quite like enabling other people's stuff, so I was following Digby around for a bit of the weekend, enabling his political machinations, which was good fun. But no, I felt I was a lot more useful to the people around me this time, which was nice. I was doing a bit of investigative work, some magical investigative stuff, so I did that for you.
Oh yeah.
Gallon kind of funded a lot of my shenanigans, which is really nice. And you know, my big thing is I can't do the walking of the trading all weekend, so I have to find other avenues into that game. And riding the coattails of people like Gallon and Smith is a very good way to get involved with stuff like that. But no, it was great. Favorite thing, feeling useful, being useful, being able to do stuff that other people couldn't do, magic wise. That was fun.
Yeah.
Just being around you guys Saturday night, pissed up at 3 a.m, which I'm sure we'll get on to. And that's me.
Yes, that was very, very good fun.
What?
Mine was one of the things I can't talk about. Interesting conversation. And the other one was I basically Machiavelli'd the shit out of something to get myself into the position that I wanted to be. So I knew I wasn't going to beat Hengist in the election for Handmark Senator. It wasn't going to happen. I didn't go into that race looking to win. I went into that race looking to prove to Hengist I'd make a good proxy. Which is why I had a conversation prior to the race starting of, if you're interested in a proxy, I'm interested in being that proxy. What's it contingent on, basically? As in, what would you want from doing me the favour of making me your proxy? And it was basically a case of stand against me in the election and we'll see how you do. I was like, all right, win-win. I either win and I'm the senator in my own right, or I lose and I'm the proxy senator for Handmark. So I have all the power with none of the responsibility. Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah. No,
I am joking, by the way. I will be a responsible senator.
Yeah.
As and when Hengist dies in mysterious circumstances.
Oh yeah, that is on my list. I have fallen a little bit back into the tropes of Mac, unfortunately, with some stuff, and it was like we were in the battle at certain points, and there were a few people who were moving away when they pushed, and I was like, "Oh, I could kill you, but I won't." And that was it, and it was just like, oh, that's so bad. But it's nice keeping myself in that frame of, if I need to get rid of someone's character, I can still do it. I still can. So it was so funny. Digby had a good conversation with you about your Senate run outside the hall.
Yes. Yes. Which was good, because I think I had come to terms both in and out of character that I was never going to win, but I had a little confidence boost when they had to recall a fucking pub crawl. It's like, bring the pub crawl back quickly, we need the votes. It's like, yes, it's closer than I think.
Yeah, that vote was good.
Yeah. Seeing the worry in their eyes was just fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. I'm hoping that Hengist will now teach me how to be a senator in time for me next autumn to work out that I'd much rather be the power behind the throne and become a forever proxy.
Don't be forever proxy.
I quite like being a forever proxy because I get all of the goss and all of the info without actually having to do a huge amount. Does that make sense? It doesn't mean I have to be at the Senate for every single sitting and I have to sit in the public gallery. I said I have to. I feel like I'm obligated to as the proxy senator for Handmark so that I can step in if I need to. But it is still going to be interesting, and with other things that are going on, it's also useful as well.
Other things.
Other things, yes.
Yes, which we won't talk about.
No,
that's good. So I had millions of great moments. Loads of great moments. And yeah, just lots of really, really good moments. So I'm gonna bring up little things that have just really added to my game and to made things a lot more fun. So the ritual that Ryan did, I've never sat in a ritual like it ever, and it was amazing. It was so good. It was so unique. It was
Thank you.
fantastic.
Because I was so worried.
It was so good. Have I missed something, chat? I'm pretty sure you sent me flying off a bench in the star bar. I'm so sorry. His groin needed... Oh, right, yeah, now I'm with you. Okay, yeah, so this was Dolly in a cat mask rubbing up against Tiny's balls. There, which was just... Which was just bizarre to watch. And I was just thinking, what the heck? Oh, yes, now I remember. I remember that. That was just before me and Al the Biffer had that wonderful argument about who's buying who a drink. It was so funny. That was a great moment. But this ritual, Ancient Mariner, yeah, you have no idea. You have no idea. He was a pro. But then again, he is a Pongo. They are good at that. Sorry, not sorry. I'll bring him a drink next time. It's fine. But yeah, that ritual was good because normally you go in to do rituals and it's all like, I bring up forth this power and we'll do all of this and there's all of this and you're great and all of that wonderful stuff and blah blah blah, the power of all of this. And it's just like, okay, this is cool. I'll just stand here. So Ryan sat down. We were sat down in Hendlehearth at the table with Tyr. And it was a conversation. You had the book out with what the ritual was, and it was just talking through, going, this is what we're going to do. This is what it does. This is what you need to do to earn this. And all of this. And it was just like, oh, this is one of the best rituals I've ever done. I've ever been part of. It was so good. I have not seen anything like that or heard of anything like that going on in that field. And now I've given it away to everybody watching. There's going to be a lot more conversation type rituals happening in that field. We'll call it doing a Leo.
Yeah.
Sitting around and not moving very much. And
Mincing around, not moving. So, oh, did you do a Leo?
good. I really enjoyed it. Well, essentially, because I can't get to the Regio 9 times a day. I figure if it's going to be in a different setting, it should be a bit more intimate and less fire and brimstone.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, I'm glad you enjoyed it because I was terrified you wouldn't. So
No, it was great, and it was the end of it with the to earn this, you now must go off and do this. So I have done that now. That is my downtime. So I'm off to Brocelian to go and try to reach those horrendously huge numbers that they need for it.
The Heart of the Valorn thing.
Yeah, into Terunial. So I believe the majority of Dawn are sending their military units there as well. So I reckon they'll make it, you know. So
I hope so. I think someone did the numbers, and that if we're really well organised, we can do all of it. It's just the organisation that's the issue.
Barber's Union can help you with that.
As magical secretary, I endorse the message of any union shenanigans.
We'll get onto this cult shortly.
Union.
But can confirm Dawn is going for the Barons. So I spoke to a lot of people in Dawn, and they were saying they were going to Brocelian. Interesting.
There's going to be one Dawnish knight standing on a field in the Barrens going, where is everyone?
Glory.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting then. I look forward to seeing how that all turns out. So, because I think Highguard are their like 2 military units are heading there as well, to Brocelian as well. So I'd love to see a poll for the server of who's going where this downtime. That would be good. I'd be interested in that. but it might be a bit of a find out and play jobby as well. Be an interesting one. I'll have to run that by the consciences of the server who jump on it, so and see what they think. I know Navarre has hit the first 2 levels just on forest and mana site enchantments. Nice.
Very nice.
That's really cool. Got the Griffin's Pride going to the Barons with the Gurgeon. Yeah, I know Ben is sending his unit there. So, hey Nexus, how you doing? We still need to talk about E1 and getting you there. Need to have a conversation at some point, my dear. Yeah, so that was one of my many highlights of it. I've had a lot of people continuous shouting where people should go on Sunday. Yeah, but I ignored them. So
I had another one that I've just thought of.
Okay, go for it.
I went to the Battle Butler in the battle on Saturday and grabbed an apple off them, and I was standing there eating this apple, literally standing behind the line with a hand on one hip with an apple in the other, and I literally took a bite into this apple, and a Navari appeared next to me going, "Oh, you're physic." So I literally stuffed the apple in my mouth and was sort of talking with an apple just shoved in my mouth, going, "Right, okay, what's the problem?" He's like, "Wait, are you going to stop eating your lunch and treat me?" He's like, "No, you just tell me what the problem is and I'll treat you." So they said, "Oh yeah, I'm feeling really bad and I'm about to go down." So I was like, "Oh, that's fine. I'll just give you a solution of true vervain." Shoved the apple straight into my mouth and was standing there with an apple kind of clamped into my jaws, prepping this syringe, going, "Would you?" What I said to them was, "Would you like it slammed or administered slowly?" And it came out as, "Sir, sir." It's like, what? Sir, sir. I can't understand what you're saying. Would you like it slammed or administered slowly? Slammed, please. I want to get back in there. All right, then. Chomp. Slammed it in, and then was faffing around with the fact that I got jumped while I was eating my lunch. And then a marcher appeared next to me with the same problem, and I was still eating my apple. And I did my get it together because I used a hero point because I couldn't be asked to get all the tools out again. So I was just standing there chomping on an apple, just putting the world to rights with this marcher. And they walked, they were like, they basically said at the end of it, "You're the chillest physic I've ever met." And I'm like, "It's fine, I got an apple, lines holding, I don't mind."
That's awesome. That's really, really cool.
I'm going to carry an apple on me for every battle from this point forward because I just love the idea of standing behind the line chomping on an apple while there's a pitched battle going on in front of me.
I'm hoping.
Particularly,
go on.
I thought that battle was going to go really badly when in the first 5 minutes an orc came screaming through the line and I had to draw my sword and fight them.
But it wasn't just screaming through the line; it was screaming through the centre of our line,
right through the centre of the line.
Because no one was there.
Yeah. Why have I got my sword out as a physic? This is unnatural.
Because there was a chat that went on saying, I'm not fighting with any army. I'm not going to fight with any unit. I'm here to have fun because battles it's my holiday. And I'm just very much, I'm here to have fun, and I'm going to wander around. And then I had Pat with me, Hayden came round, Dan was there, and we had a few people join, come and tag along as well. And it was great fun. We had a wonderful time. And we went and stood in that centre bit when they pushed, and we were just hold off. And that we just we can see they're going backwards, and the fort's there, so we knew they'd hit it and have to break. And it was great. But yeah, the first thing that ever happened was they broke through the centre of our line immediately, and that, yeah, but
it was bad.
It wasn't fun. Well, no, it was fun. Let's be honest.
We cleaned it up pretty quickly. I mean, I literally chased an orc back to I chased an orc with my sword above my head, because he was literally fleeing from me, and I was yelling, "You're running from a physic! What do your ancestors think of you?"
Well, first of all, I don't believe you because you said you ran.
I did run. How dare you? Dare you? I did. On a battlefield, if my life is threatened or I'm driving off an orc, I'll run. Otherwise, it's a nice leisurely stroll because it's undignified to sprint around like a blue-ass fly.
But then again, I ran as well, and that never happens anymore. So, But that was really good. I mean, the other thing within that battle was using shatter 40 times, which was insanity. I never did that even as Mac. So that was just mental.
I was like, there's a name on the horizon there.
It'd be sod's fucking law, wouldn't it? It really would. All of those things I did as Mac, all the generals I killed, the monsters I killed, and all of this crap as Mac, and people are like, no, you're not allowed to be named, so your skyne is broken. And all of this, it's like, fuck off. I've done more to earn a name than so many people. And then Cal turns up, first battle, 40 shatters, it's like, oh, Cal the Shatterer. It's like, fuck off. What? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but you've got like 25 years of military experience behind you as Cal, so you've probably got a reputation
Probably.
as Cal the Shatterer.
It made me laugh so much. It's like sod's fucking law. 2 events as Cal, and they're gonna name me, aren't they? And it's just like, ugh. Then all those years as Mac, nothing. Absolutely bugger all. Fucking Wintermark, who'd have him? Sorry, Ryan, have you got another one?
I finally found an NPC and interacted with some plot, which was
Ooh.
nice. So I was with J-Man on Wick.
Hmm.
Hillian sent us off with 50 thrones, which is obviously more money than I've ever held before, and said, go and bring me back something interesting.
Just being able to casually distribute that amount of money to your friends.
Yeah, that was nice. So Chris gave us all the wrong information, and J-Man and I were stood in the hub for an hour longer than we should have been. But eventually an NPC appeared, or 2 of them, selling cursed items from the Sarkovan Delves, which we didn't actually think were cursed, and we found out only after we'd then sold them on for profit that actually they were.
Where did you sell them to?
Yeah. So one of them went to the Crimson Reapers, so they've got a cursed item, which I don't know if they know it's cursed or not.
Yeah.
But it does something really cool, and I got it for a bargain, so that was fun.
Oh, is that the thing you showed me in the tent?
Yeah, the creepy little...
That thing.
The tooth,
yes.
the tooth tree.
Yeah, it was like a copper wire tree with children's teeth for leaves, and it was horrific. And it gave off an aura of faint menace.
Was that the design? I didn't look too closely at it. Fuck,
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
was
realise it
horrible.
was that. Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. Really good one. And
So
and you sold
that
it
was
for
great.
profit.
Yeah. So we got, I think, 4 thrones profit on it, which was nice. Because I've never done, any kind of big dealing. But no, it turns out as an autumn mage, I've got kind of a few things at my disposal where I can find out who made it.
Mm.
So then I can give.
Maker's a great ritual.
Yeah, it's great fun. I didn't even know it. And then of course you can charge a premium because you can go, I'll sell you the name of the person who made it as well.
Yeah.
Which obviously it then came on more useful for your potion, Steve.
Yeah. So I got this.
Yeah. I want to go on about that.
Ooh. My headphones come out. I can't hear anything anymore.
Quickly say nasty. Oh, he's got.
Bunch of cunts. So, a violet liquor. This liquid swirls with hidden meaning. So on a ribbon as well. So it has a thing. And I was going to drink it last event on a Sunday. But thankfully, John Haynes, the egregore for one of the egregores for Wintermark, had a very quick. Now, Steve, this is called a fun token. Take it next event where you can milk it. It was like, okay. So I'm going to take it on the next E1 on the Saturday after the battle, I think. And
That's going to be fun.
And then who knows what will happen to me, because it's a plot thing with plot stuff around it, which is obviously with that there's a find out in play. So if you want to see it, you'll have to wait until my hots and knots for after E1, where I'll come back and go, well, I've turned into a Valorn spawn. So
yeah, that was great fun of being able to go off and find that information out. Because I've read one of my big things is I've got an excellent memory, and I'm in a hall with two people with brains like sieves,
You're in a hall with
and
idiots.
so I get a kick out of knowing stuff because knowing stuff is fun, and it means conversations and plot. So yeah, being able to be like, oh, I found this out, and I know this about so and so. I won't reveal anything because obviously that's your story to tell, but I think it's going to be very well. We knew it was spicy before I'd even hand of the makered it.
Yeah.
So we were like, ooh, and then we find out more information, and we're, ooh, this is fun.
It's gonna be a lot
So
of
yeah,
fun. That, yeah. Right.
that
So
was great.
it was everything around it was really, really good, and it was just when I bought all my drugs, and it was just having that NPC just stood there, going, "So I've got this, and I want to sell it." It's like, okay, what is it? And she went, "This." It was just like, how much? 5 thrones. Yes, please. 5 thrones for a bit of plot. Definitely, I'm having that. So I'm either going to drink it or I'm going to Spike Smith with it. So that should be fun. So yeah, I'll do that. That'll be a laugh. Pete has asked, what was your best stuck in your mind moment of a one-on-one roleplay situation that wasn't in combat, so not in the battle?
I have one, but I can't talk about it. So my second best one was I can talk about it in a roundabout way. Being a really Machiavellian git and playing into my I'm a man of many faces mystery persona, which I've never done at a fucking Larp before, but was really good fun to do.
Excellent. That's really cool. Yeah.
Killing me. It's killing me not knowing what Digby's getting up to because I will just say it involves an autumn thing, so I'm really jealous. Well,
Nothing is happening.
yeah.
Nothing is happening. Pay no attention to anything that you may or may not see.
I'm trying to catch up with chat as well. I'm going to say that my favourite one-on-one roleplay moment was definitely Al in the Star Bar.
Yelling at each other to buy drinks.
Shouting at each other of who's buying drinks. It's a moment that I keep on going back to. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. So it was that or having a chat with Cal's brother-in-law, Nico, and him talking about all these drugs that he thinks are incredibly rare. And it's like, this one's really, really rare. I've only ever seen one of them, and Jean's got it. And it was me like, oh, I've got 9 of them. Do you want one? And I just gave it to him. And that was it. And it was fantastic. It was so good. So good. This event was amazing. Just so good. It was an amazing event. Oh, fuck me. I can't rave about this event enough. I feel like I really like playing Cal because he's a nice guy for once. Bit of a dick sometimes, or has the potential to be, I think, is the way to put it. He has the potential to be very dangerous. But he's just a nice guy, and he's talking to more people. He's being very prosperous with everything. I sat down and counted up all the money I had because I was so gutted after E3 because I was thinking after we got robbed and I lost absolutely everything, and I'm sat there going, great, I've got like 7 thrones left to my name, no potions, nothing at all. I've now got over 40 thrones. I've got 2 wains of mithril. I've got this potion. I've got over 200 drugs. Loads of potions. I've got so much stuff, and I've got loads of herbs coming to me as well now. Next event, it's like that was like the dip, just to push me straight up again. It was.
That is the way to rebound, though, isn't it?
Oh,
that is the way to rebound.
Yeah. And I've got 2 Navari who are going to be going around selling all my drugs for me, which is going to be absolutely hilarious to watch because I think they'll do very, very well with it.
I
think
your
they
pushers.
Yeah.
Bushes.
I mean, it's amazing because I think if you typecast people, it generally it's always a bad thing to do, and I know there was a lot of people out there who typecast these people into ways, and so one of them, she is working for I think there's a head inquisitor, isn't there? Well, she's working for an inquisitor anyway, and she's absolutely loving it. And the other one, she's involved in everything. She's involved in so much, and she's loving it, absolutely loving it. So it's great to see. But yeah, they're both going to come and sell drugs for me.
Nice.
So yeah. So Ryan, how about you? Your one-on-one roleplay moment.
I enjoyed the ritual with you. Tia was also there, but he was sort of just keeping count. I like the dynamic I have with Tia in that he's one of my many sugar daddies, but we've also got like a master kind of prodigy kind of thing going on. Where he's a very potent autumn mage, so one-on-one stuff with Tia is always amazing.
Yeah.
One thing I have to mention, but it wasn't one-to-one, was casting a ritual outside of Hendel Hearth. And I think there were 6 military unit captains, and I was with my coven, and a couple of shooting stars went overhead. So that was amazing. We were literally like, "We command the stars," kind of thing. This, that's how powerful we are. We literally command constellations.
That's awesome. That's absolutely awesome.
It was incredible.
The sky over Ambil on Saturday night was just like perfect.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Because then the mist descended. It kind of came down Murder Alley. It was amazing.
I mean, not to put too fine a point on it, but on the Saturday night after everything had happened, I woke up at about 5 a.m. to go and relieve myself somewhere. And you looked into the woods, and it looked like a horror film. It was amazing. It was beautiful. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Did Biscuit tell you he's pushing me to be a scop? Go for it. If there's anything I can help you with, mate, just give us a shout. I'm more than happy to help out there. I mean, Ryan here really needs to be a scop.
I keep toying with it. I think I'm going to do it.
Please use the voice. If you decide to become a scop, please use the voice.
Yeah. Well, before we get to that, which we'll jump into in a second, how do cursed items like that work when people don't know they are cursed? It's literally a thing, and it have a ribbon on it. So when you pick it up, you have to read the ribbon, and it tells you what you feel. And if it's cursed, it can lead to pretty bad things. Because there was a murder knife that did the round about 3 or 4 years ago, and it nearly got a lot of people killed. So you'd pick it up, and it said you wanted to take... it was a vengeance knife. And you'd basically, the last person who wronged you, you were going to go and have it out with them now.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And
God, Alf never got his hands on that.
It was brutal. It was brutal. And I remember Mac and Grim had just had an argument with someone in Highguard, one of our many, many fallings out with people. And we had just walked away, and Chris's Helen, Beaky, as I called her, she came over with a knife and went, "We've got this." You go, "We don't like it, but I'm not angry at anyone. What does it do?" And she gave it to me, and I read it, and I turned around and I bolted, and I ran back into Highguard and stabbed up the person who we had just argued with. And they came over and went, "Oh, it's a cursed item, it's a cursed item. Take it off of him, take it off of him." So Grim took it off of me and started stabbing up the person who was on the floor already. And we put them on their bleed count. They were on their bleed count, and we weren't letting anyone near them until other people came along, and they disarmed us, and then they picked it all up, and then basically we didn't get fined, and they just said, "Oh, it's a cursed items fault." So cursed items are great. Absolutely great. God, chat, you're so far ahead of me. I might just skip down to the bottom. The Valorn are misunderstood. I do love the Valorn. You're not reassuring anyone, Digby. I'm setting the priests on you now. One high guard priest.
Don't need for that. Nothing I'm doing is illegal or against the way of the way. Which is the beautiful thing.
We're not conspiring with Eternals. There's nothing to see here.
No, I'm not conspiring with Eternals. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm not.
7 thrones equals poor. It seems, yes, it does seem that way. But
Just a nice piece of jewellery. Like, ignore the fact it's got a ribbon attached to it. It's just a nice piece of jewellery.
yeah, you're not touching, you're not wearing it. You don't need to read it.
Yeah, exactly.
Teach us your money magic, Steve. Drugs. That's basically it. Sitting around the fire and laugh, crying was definitely one of my favourite moments. It was great to sit and feel welcomed. You are always welcome, Headband. Mike getting in the tent.
He was so drunk, bless him.
Okay, right. I'm skipping to the bottom. Sorry, chat. If there's any questions in there, can a mod highlight them for me? Right. Let's talk Saturday night because we just have to. Oh, it was so good. It was so funny to watch. So, no, was it the Saturday night? Yeah, it was the Saturday night. No, it was
Saturday night.
Friday. Oh, I can't remember. Anyway,
No, it was Friday.
It was Friday. It
night.
was Friday
Yeah.
night for Mike.
For
No,
Mike.
it was Thursday night for
That-
Mike.
Thursday night for Mike.
Mike was Thursday night, and
We were Saturday night.
and we were Saturday night. So Mike, bless his cottons. Thursday for Mike. Is this beef, Mike? Yes. Yes, it is. We were all sat down as you do on a Thursday, having a few beers and stuff like that, chatting. Yes, Saturday for Bolam. Yeah, and we were all there, and I felt so guilty. So I still feel guilty, Circuit. I'm really sorry, because Circuit came over to see us, and they were stood there, waiting, and I was just like, it took me a little while because I was just talking to everyone, and I should have just said, "Are you all right? Who are you?" It took me a while, and I'm really sorry, and I feel really guilty. No, interrupt. Come over and go. Well, I know who you are now, so there's no need to. But I tried to get, yes, Helen did try to get my attention, but we all know what I'm like when I'm chatting. So we all sat down, had a few beers, and then the evening kept on going on, and a few more beers were had, and then some more beers were had. Mike broke out the whiskey fairly early on. I think he'd already had a bottle of wine as well. He was going for it. So him and Alec were sat down, and he got out the crystal glasses and put, not like a little bit of whiskey in. We're talking a bit of whiskey in there, like 3 fingers of whiskey here, easy. And they were going through it. They were really going through it all. Mike, I don't think had eaten enough or something, but he was 3/4 of a bottle to Mike.
That's yeah.
Yeah, it was. Don't know what type of whiskey it was. We'll have
It was Glenlivet, whatever that
Glenlivet.
means.
Oh, right, okay.
No idea.
Yeah, Glenlivet. But it
That's
was
a nice whiskey.
It is a nice whiskey, yeah. And so they went through it all, and they were really, really going through it all. Mike struggled to stand up. Mike struggled to step over the bench he was sat on. That he had to get help numerous times. I think he nearly decapitated himself a few times on a guy rope.
Yep.
Then we hit the infamous when the 7-meter bell tent doors are huge. You don't really need to lean down or bend down to get into them. Bless him. He went to the door. So all bell tents have the 2 doors. So you've got the outside door, which is waterproof, and you've got the net door, which if you open the outside one, it will just let the breeze through, but no bugs. And it was great. Mike opened the outer door only. This is after being helped across the bench by people. and didn't undo the net, and then promptly went face first into the net to try to get into the tent, bounced off. Everyone was all conversations stopped, and we were all watching Mike, and we were all laughing at him doing that. So he'd walked into the net. So how was he going to deal with the net thing? The simple way would be to take it from the bottom and undo it all the way to the top. No, that's not happening. He took it from the bottom and he undid it about a third of the way, and then promptly dropped onto all fours and started to crawl through into the tent. Oh, it was just gone. We were just gone, and then the tent was done up, and that was fine. Then the following morning, Mike, you heard the odd, yes, we heard, his nighttime shenanigans. I was going to get onto that. So he knocked all of the apothecary stuff off of a table while drunk, trying to move around. That's fine. The bottle that leaks was right next to his pillow, but it was upright. If it was the other way round, he would have had potion all over it, and it was food dye. It would have stained everything.
Spunky's latest message.
He woke up at 4 a.m. like a poorly tranquilized giraffe.
He went full Thursday, basically.
He went full Thursday. Then, after this tranquilized giraffe got up and started to try to get through the door. The problem that he was having was that he was trying to unzip a door while treading on Alec's face.
Yep.
He was kicking him in the head while trying to get through the door.
Yeah.
And it was just gone. He was gone. It was absolutely crazy. This is why we don't go full Thursday, people.
Yeah, full Thursday's a bad thing. Avoid it if you can.
The funny thing is, though, is that Mike sat down at the end and he goes, "Why do I always do this? Every event on a Thursday, I'm like this." It's like, yeah. And then you don't wake up until 2-3 o'clock the next afternoon properly, and you're going off for naps. Oh, it
Almost
was
as
so
if
funny.
the universe is trying to teach you a lesson.
Yeah, I mean, look at what happened with the very well documented case of Mark Humes getting drunk and vomiting down my back. That was now to do before 2 p.m. to be fair. Yeah, true. Definitely getting there for Thursday in April. Yeah, it is good. I mean, Mark came out of that, and he just said, "I'm not drinking anymore," and he didn't drink at Empire for years. He does now, but he doesn't get anywhere as bad as that. But if you wanted, if you want to know what happened with Mark, go and watch the three men go larping, because they talk about it in there in one of the videos. They're sat around a table, and Mark says to them, "Right, what do people want to talk about?" And he goes, "Oh, I know what I want to talk about." And he's like, "I'm sure you do." And it just literally, I'm just waiting. Which mod's in? Yeah, which mod's in today?
Wait for it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna wait for it.
There we go.
That was great. Wonderful. Wonderful, Helen. That's amazing. But yeah, and it was, he talks about it. There was a lot more to it than that, and a lot more happened, but it took 3 or 4 washes to get the smell out of my Gambeson after that.
Oh, it was a Gambeson as well. I thought it was just like a tunic or something, whereas a gambeson just going to soak in, isn't it?
Yeah. So funny enough,
Yeah.
it was the brown studded gambeson that I still wear.
Well, you managed to get the smell out then.
Oh yeah. Mark did offer to buy me a new one if I couldn't, but I did. It was fine. I think he was just very embarrassed about the whole thing. But yeah, so that was
You've got to have one of those, don't you? You've got to go through one of those in your life before you basically realise, actually, I should be a little bit more responsible now.
Yeah, it was fun. But you get I would legit never forgive someone for that. So you're a better person than me. The thing that caused it before all of that was someone, I don't know who it was, while Mark had almost passed out in a chair. He couldn't move. He was that drunk. Someone had decided that they needed to lay him on his back outside his tent. And I remember looking over and seeing a bubble pop on his mouth. So I went running over, and it was fishing out all the vom, having him on his side and stuff like that because he was choking. But yeah, so I put him over my shoulder, and basically it was a case of, we need to sober him, we need to get him sorted, and then you give him a little bit of a squeeze, a little bit of a shake, and it just went everywhere. But there was loads of stuff happened still. So that was all fun. But go and watch Mark's video on that. It is a very, very good video. My first day training is screaming. Oh yeah, mine was as well. But it's like alcohol is the problem.
Yeah.
If you have too much of it, it's fun, really bad. There's no slow gradual. It goes from here to here instantly. There's no gradual drop. So, like, there have been people who we've picked up who have fallen in the ditch, and while it's been full of water, and all you can see is their feet hanging out, and they've been so drunk, they're not moving. So there are people that we're pulling on their feet to drag them out of it, and then they're off to the first aid and stuff. But there were a few incidents where people were so drunk. If you're going to deal with it yourself, instead of getting a medic, for fuck's sake, at least use the recovery position. Yeah. But this is what happens when drunk people try to look after people, and they shouldn't be allowed. So, weirdly enough, it sobered me up insanely quickly seeing that.
It does, like, you'd be surprised how, like, when something like that happens, your brain just goes, right, no, stop this, got to sort it out.
Yeah. So, I remember putting him to bed as well. Literally putting him to bed and tucking him in.
Oh.
Bless his cotton. So I had a saucepan next to his bed as well, so he could vom into it. Nice like that. But so that was the Thursday for Mike, and it was hilarious. And you could see the following morning he regretted it all, and we all took great delight in reminding him of his actions.
The best thing was Hayden and Rabbit turning up and putting the tent up, and we were hitting the tent pegs in. It's the loud thwacking sound of, a wooden mallet on a wooden tent peg. And I can see Mike sitting there, and every time we hit the peg, it was just like a flinch, 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 flinch. It's like, oh, you're doing okay. It's like, how many more pegs have you got to put in? Well, we got to put another tent up entirely. It's like, oh, okay. Hey, it's self-inflicted,
No sympathy.
No,
Yep.
It was very funny. Core memory created of holding him by the scruff of the neck at the dish. Oh my god, you did. Yeah. Well, that's a nice indoctrination into Empire there, Spunky. So you've done well there, my friend. You really, really have. Yeah, just aim for the ditch, and you done? No, still going. It's coming out of him like a yellowy cable. After he couldn't negotiate Alex's face, I didn't trust him with the guide ropes. Oh dear. I wasn't too.
And we decided our guy ropes were going to be camouflage coloured anyway.
Yeah, that was the gazebo, wasn't it? With black guys. It's just crazy, absolutely crazy. I wasn't too far gone on Thursday, but I did think I was going to fall in that ditch as I used the cleaning standpipe. Yeah, I nearly slipped into it because it was all so slippery. I remember having a night off while doing security at an event and hearing a fight kick off. I sobered up very quickly and then dealt with it. Ruined my buzz, but everyone was safe. So sacrifice was worth it. Yeah, those sorts of things happen. I mean, I witnessed the fight in Senate knife fighting club and stuff, and that wasn't good either. Witnessed the it does happen. Tempers do, like in any situation, tempers do flare, but it's very, very rare.
An actual physical fist fight.
An actual physical fist fight.
Wow.
So, yeah. So I mean, I've had a couple of people have tried to start a physical fight with me, and yeah, it's just no. You don't want to do this. Basically, so it's more of a. Yeah, it's a game. That's literally it. It's a game.
This is it. It's, we're all nerds in a field standing around pretending to be various people, right? It doesn't need to get to the point where it's an actual physical altercation with someone.
If you get angry about anything in the game that's happening in or outside of the game, then you need to take
5.
Yeah, take 5. Go off and do your own thing, and that's so. I mean. But I don't have any issues with anyone at the game. I love seeing everyone. It's great. I'm a very huggy person. So
hence the COVID.
There's an odd echo going on, but it isn't too bad. Okay. Well, let us know if it gets worse. Hello, gents. Was lovely to catch up with you all briefly, E4. Hope to be able to see you again and actually join in the roleplay. No, yeah, it was good to see you. I mean, that sword was amazing.
Oh, I'm so happy with that sword. That's reminded me I need to actually pay Safod. So I should do that now. That sword was awesome. Oh my god, I'm really so looking forward to bringing it out. I'm going to take it to Nightmare. Its first run out will be Flying Lead Nightmare. So I'm going to kill some demons with it. Demons in an Old West setting. I'm really looking forward to Nightmare.
You're going to enjoy that.
Really, really good. Yeah.
And Helen's just said, do you want to talk about Saturday before you run out of time? Steve seems like the type of person whose hugs could be considered an attack. Surprisingly soft. Yeah, I'm a gentle person sometimes, unless I don't have to be. Basically, so let's get on. The stream opened twice. Perfect.
Yeah, that'll be what's causing your echo.
Oh, Pat, don't fuck off, Pat. Steve is intimidating, I've heard. Terrifying, yeah. The person I've got a must avoid order out against has tried to get it removed, and I'm refusing. So, because if you're racist or transphobic, you deal with the consequences. You can fouquet off a.
Yep.
Can't disagree. Yeah. Steve is a gentle person, but Bob is the hard bugger. Yeah, get gone, mate. Definitely. Right, let's talk about Saturday, because we just have to talk about Saturday. Because Helen's pointed out at the time, you have the marcher that sold you the smut. Oh, for fuck's sake, distractions, people! We had vegetable smut.
Oh yeah, you told me about this. I never saw it.
It was so funny. I gave it to Beth. And the marcher that sold you the smut, at the time I oversold to you, but by the end you got a deal because the stuff was way more popular than I thought. My first time I didn't expect demand. We'll need to bring lots more to E1. That's my first event. Beth loves her leggy carrots.
Hold on, first event and you're already selling carrot-themed and vegetable-themed smut as a marcher. You've embraced the brief. Well done, you.
That's amazing. That's so good. That is so good. I love it. I absolutely love it. It was so funny, and it was just great. Everything about it was wonderful, and it was like 4 crowns, and I've got like 5 or 6 pictures. It was great.
That's a pretty good deal.
It was really good. And that's your first event. And you've done well, my friend. You have done really, really well.
Yeah.
So, but, yeah. Right. Saturday. No more distractions. Oh, no. God, my eye hurts. Oh, fuck's sake. Gotta stop laughing. Got to stop laughing. So, Saturday happened. I was a wee bit drunk. Not massively drunk, to start off with. And we got... I was sat next to the wonderful Bolam. The wonderful James. The wonderful John de Savos.
Leo.
Oh, I love Bolam so much.
Distraction.
Distraction.
Lack of drama. That one. So funny.
It was...
I don't know if this will be funny for anyone listening, but it was so funny. The whore of Holberg.
It was the Matt Berry bit leading up to it, though, wasn't it?
You really are the most devious bastard in Starbucks City. It was just... I was... It was like... It was like 11:30. It was like 11:30. Me and James were ready for bed, and then it just got silly, and we weren't in bed till 4:30. So... The tart of Temeshwa.
I liked mine. The twat of Temeshwa. The tart. Yeah. Oh, it was so funny. It got the thing was though is we had the looking glass, and it was the stuff about Heidi, because that's what brought it all up. So Heidi, the thunderous deluge, or John de Savos as it's known. So they had in the looking glass, if anyone's got the looking glass at the moment from the last event, there was a bit in it where Heidi de Savos was talking about John de Savos, who was what did she call him? It was a cad. A rakish cad. A rakish cad. And so there was a lot of in-character things said about Heidi, which means that we need to now take that. Cal has decided to take it personally and is going to run a counter thing against Heidi now. It was so funny. A rakish cad who left after being confronted, who ran away after being confronted about his escapades with another woman.
It was, he left a ring on her finger and then disappeared.
Yes, that was it. So,
and then when she turned up at Anvil, he scarpered to the brass coast to go and get drunk.
Yeah. So, yeah, she thought he was dead. So, in-game propaganda campaigns, 100%. They are so funny. Well worth doing. Check my DMs. Oh. I hope someone's got it and has taken a picture of it. Because that was just so good. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Dolly. You are an absolute star.
Has you got the photograph of the page? Excellent.
Hot off the press, Captain of the Crimson Reapers, John de Savos, stands accused of abject rakery Caddish behaviour of the lowest sort by Heidi von Holberg. Making her Anvil debut, and what a debut, Heidi discovered her tragically dead love Jean was alive and well after years of absence, and he had offered her a ring before vanishing. When confronted, he allegedly made a second quick exit to the Brass Coast to drown his sorrows for the rest of the summit. But surely some reckoning must be made.
Heidi needs justice for this caddish behaviour.
Well, does Heidi need justice? Or...
Also, I was heartbroken to learn that John de Savos was seeing people behind my back as well.
It was great, because that was suddenly where all of this, the slut of Savos, the whore of Holberg, the tart of Temeshwar, that all started coming out. And now, me and Bolam, we were sat next to each other, and we couldn't look at each other because we were crying. We just could not stop. We were told that we had to sort of face away from each other to stop the laughter. This is all alcohol fueled, but it was so good. And my God, my throat the following morning hurt so much. There's so much laughter. It was amazing. It was one of the better nights I've ever had at Empire. That's for sure.
It was really... Everyone was workshopping, like, alliterative puns. It was just brilliant.
Some of them we can't repeat in public because they were just bad. Wassail was great as well, watching that go around. But this is a cad-free zone. Rakes, no thanks. Cheers, Pete. That's awesome. But it was just so funny, and we just couldn't stop laughing. None of us could. And it was like you say, 11 o'clock, half 11, and everyone's going, "Oh, we're so tired." And I think that must have been when I just turned back up. A few of us kind of sat back down, and then I read that out. So yeah, we're going to get a centre page spread for anti-Heidi propaganda.
In the Oathright. Just the centre page spread in the Oathright.
Yeah.
It's literally just Heidi and then lots and lots of insults underneath.
Well, Messi was amazing. Yeah, you might say that she was a big deal.
Yeah, she was a big deal, and you know she's not here to defend herself, which means she must agree with everything we're saying.
This is true.
That's the rules, right?
This is true. I mean, do you know what I'm loving at the moment? Is that everyone's got these wonderful nicknames. It's so good, and we need to get a T-shirt made up for Messi. Hefty Yeti, Hefty Fam, big deal. She'll kill us in our sleep, mate. She will.
No, she'll kill me in my sleep, and then she'll get to you two at E1 next year.
Yeah, this is very true, actually. Yeah. Yeah, like stag do shirts. Yeah. So the last stag do I went on, I had Major Cock written on it. So it was so funny. After being a wiki lurker since 2016, it's amazing finally going. That's fantastic. I'm really glad. And I'm glad I've got to buy your smut off you as well. Oh my God. My chest hurts. Laughter. It
was so good.
It was wonderful. Please bring
And then you had everyone in the battle on Sunday looking out for John de Savos.
Oh yeah, all the people who were monstering were going looking for Jean. Some found him, and were calling him the slut of Savos.
Drewsby did find, who is my orc alter ego. Drewsby did find John de Savos on the field, and was having a fight with him. I really like monstering, if only for the fact that it allows me to indulge in that goblin side of me that I repress, and kind of really bring it out. Like, I also like the small interactions you have with people, whereby I'm standing in a line with my shield, taunting people and like going like, "Oh, you're supposed to be heroes. Yeah, come on then, have a crack." And someone shatters my shield, and I just sort of stand there like, "I'll be back with a bigger shield," and then sort of turn around and like behind the line yelling for a fixie thrall. Then sort of come back with a bigger shield that shattered again. It's like, come on!
Monstering's a lot of fun.
Monster is so much fun.
It's So Helen said slut hunting, and then Pete's come up with slunting.
All positive. No shaming was occurring.
This was all really positive. It was great. But
the prowess of John de Savos.
Yeah, definitely. Can't keep it in his pants.
Thunderous deluge.
The thunderous deluge. The moist maker was one of them.
Moist maker.
So good. It was so good. Terrible. Filth.
Oh.
You can't and then decry it as Phil.
Phil! I distanced myself from my previous comment.
Moist maker.
I liked the cuckolder of Castinia. That was my favourite.
The cuck of Castinia. We can't go.
We can't go any further.
We can't go any further because some of them got really bad.
TOS.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, it was so funny. It was so very, very funny. And it was literally, take this, times it by 100, everyone around a fire with a bit of beer. It was so good. He may have been blamed for the flooding across the Empire at one point.
That was one of mine. That was brilliant. I loved that.
It was good. So I've been
the world's wimpiest strike down as well.
Oh,
strike down.
Strike down. Yeah, that was fucking hell. That was awful. Where was it? I've lost it. Where is Heidi? Please bring it on. This isn't over yet.
Well, you heard it. You heard the challenge.
So, but the thing is that I'm going to sign them all John de Savos. Or I make my own paper, my own in-character newspaper. Take the Sun, the Sun, and the Daily Sport of old, Sunday Sport, mash them together, and put out all these lies about people. You know,
John de Savos on page 3.
So
a little bit risque.
I'm aiming to be the Arthur Scargill of Empire, and you're aiming to be the Rupert Murdoch of Empire.
Yes, Pat, you can be a page 3 model. Oh, Lady Whistledown. Yes, that's what Helen came up with. Oh, be the Lady Whistledown of it, and I was like, oh, that could be quite fun. And now I've taken it one step to the worse. The Sun and the Sunday Sport. It's going to be bad. It's going to be so bad. So if you haven't... Oh, what was it? Where was Lady Whistledown from? I've completely forgotten. Helen will know. We watched it together. We watched both seasons of it. It was that Netflix...
Bridgerton.
Bridgerton. There we go. Yeah, so good. Really worth a watch. Really, really is worth a watch. Just Lies. I might call it that. This is the newspaper. Just Lies.
Just Lies.
Just Lies. So if I'm starting to putting all this positive stuff about people, then I know it's a lie. Oh dear. Why not make a paper called The Slander and have all the gossip? Oh, see, there's some good names going to come through from this. I feel I like The Slander.
Slander is a solid name.
The Slander is a
I'm down
very
for this.
solid name. Yeah,
I'll do
like-
I'm happy. Yeah, we're doing this.
we're going to do this, aren't we?
Even if it's just a pamphlet, two sides of A4.
Yeah.
Put together.
The Daily Mark. Oh, The Slander.
The Slander sounds like it would be. It sounds like a newspaper that went out of print in 1920, not because there wasn't any news left, but because the propriety finally ran out of money defending lawsuits.
Yeah, definitely. And it would be, no names on it, so it's not traceable.
Publish it all anonymously. Okay.
Yeah, everything is anonymous.
Just
That's
copies
just
just
literally-
appear on the field.
Turn into like candidates in the league just throwing like attack ads at each other and shit like that. It's just gonna become League Hit Job, the newspaper.
Yeah. Pete's come up with a good name. Skid of
Skid
the Mark.
Brilliant. That's brilliant. That's happening.
Oh,
That's happening.
Chris will sell
We could
it.
pay Abby to deliver it just to random people.
No
questions asked.
The Slander, subheaded Just Lies.
Well, now you've got the Imperial Post Service. You can genuinely send unsolicited mail to people.
The latest copy of the Skid. Good to read on the toilet. The best toilet reading this side of Savos.
The Slander only posts pure fact, but only after it gets a gossip and shit-stirring reputation. You spend 4 seasons publishing it just with total lies in it, and then publish something that's completely true that then no one believes.
Yeah. But it's just like, right, who are we going to shit on this time round? Great way to send secret messages across Anvil once it's established. Yeah, that's awesome. That'll be really good. Yeah, like a little code thing in it as well. That'll be fantastic. Oh my God. I've got to stop laughing. It hurts. I'm recovering from COVID here. You're killing me. Oh, Jesus.
I suppose let's kind of. What's the thing we're looking forward to at E1 next year? Then I suppose
The Slander.
It's like, the Slander. But like, other than that, what's the kind of thing we're looking forward to for next year? Or like, what's your goal for E1 if you've got one, and you can talk about it?
Yeah, go on in, Ryan. Have a think.
Further establishing myself as a ritualist away from my coven. So I really enjoy the coven stuff, but obviously that's 2 or 3 rituals a day. I like doing stuff outside of that. Is a big one. I think I've got a much better grasp on what I can do for people now. So I was casting rituals for you, for Claire. Just being useful. That's what I'm looking forward to. More of the same, but more plot. I want more plot.
Yeah.
So that's happening. I've met some NPCs and I've got the bug now, so more of that.
Yeah, definitely. What about you, Matt?
Mine is ongoing sneaky things, and none of which is illegal. And
Not sorcery.
no, it's not sorcery.
It's not.
Categorically not sorcery. And also establishing the Farmers Union and beginning to flex my muscles as the proxy senator for Handmark. And just making sure that the union is what it can be. I'm also looking forward to I'm going to need to do a lot of organising, because I'm going to need to get everyone into the union and then conveyor belt farmers through a ritual on Saturday. So I need to work out a time that I can do that, and B, get the ritualists in line so that we can actually conveyor belt farmers through the farming rituals. So it's going to be kind of really hard to do. But the union is established. It's now egregore approved. Like, Serranos is a member of the fucking union. Like, I can't, like, that's a good way of, It's egregore approved now. The egregore is a farmer who is in the union. You two should also join. It is a
Got a
union.
lot of interest.
Stop doing the quote thing. I see you there going like this every time I say the word union. It is a union. It is not a cult. It is a union.
For the greater good.
Actually, I think you'll find it's for the virtuous speed the plough. Thank you. May the virtuous speed the plough.
Yeah.
It's way less evil and nefarious than people think, because it's just a vehicle for Digby's political ambitions. Like,
I mean, that may or may not be one of the reasons this has been founded.
also, you know, for everyone that's signed on as initial signers' ambitions, myself included. But
Let's put it this way: it is that we have 3 goals. 1, collective vigilance against the dicks in the Empire that will ruin farmers' incomes for their own personal gain. I'm coming for you, the Coven that cast that stupid thing. 2, making sure that we can all buff our farms and become a little bit more prosperous. And 3, something else that I've forgotten at this present moment in time. But
It's a cult. I heard so in the slander.
It's not a cult. It's not a cult. It's a collective of farmers to establish collective vigilance. Damn it!
Yeah, Dolly's right. I blame Bolin. Fucking hell. That slut of Savos ruins it all for the rest of us.
You should have trademarked the slander. Yeah, but you didn't.
Oh, that one hit me right in the slander.
There's precedent for usurping it. What? Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Ilias Flint was previously a player.
Yep.
Apparently, it's never happening again because it's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah. It causes many problems. Oh, it will happen again, I'm sure, but in a different... They'll have to find another way to do it.
God Emperor Alf Scargill.
See, like my plan for Mac was to get Cathan Kane to fall so in love with him that they'd run off together and she'd leave. And that'd be it. It'd be like, she's gone. We can't talk to her anymore. That would have been good. What a way to retire a character. So yeah, your character's now married to an Eternal and you've gone off to live happily together.
Oh.
We need to replace this Eternal now. Oh dear. Yes, the Empire has laws. But yeah, there's the magistrate says so. I've got a cracking headache now. I've laughed so much again. So more of the same for both of you, really, then, isn't it? Just get things a bit more set.
We all really found our feet this event. We entered it with a level of confidence.
Yeah, it's kind of. I still don't know the way the game works. I was about to say I know the way the game works, but I don't think I'll ever know the way that this game works.
No.
I'm now a little bit more confident operating in the world. So I feel like at this point I can... I mean, admittedly, I turned up at the first event and went to the largest hall in Wintermark and went, give me money. But I feel like I can kind of make those big power plays more now that I'm settled in the plot and I've kind of got a basis to run from.
Yeah.
I might upgrade my farm. Might see if I can hunt down some weirwood and pay to upgrade my farm. I think I need 3 to make it a level 3 farm. I think it's 3.
I'm considering taking the lore necessary to be able to cast every single farming ritual.
If you did do that, then you would have an ally
For life. His cult would welcome you.
No, it's not a cult, it's a union.
I'm already in anyway. I'm the magical secretary.
Secretary, which I need to amend the charter to actually include your position, but I can do that. Like, I got 6 months to do that. So poke me on Thursday when I'm packing the car for 3-1, and I'll go, shit, I haven't done it. We do it then.
Why should people, i.e. my Emily, come to Empire?
It's just amazing. The scale has to be seen to be believed, and it's very very collegiate.
Yeah,
It's
as if
very,
they don't,
very
they'll
collegiate.
appear in the slander.
I mean, yeah, that as well. It's very collegiate. Everyone is there for a similar purpose and an aim. Everyone's enjoying
Yeah.
themselves. Everyone is doing. Admittedly, that you're pursuing your own personal story, but you're doing it in such a way that you're involving everyone else there, and literally everyone on that field is in play. You can walk up to them and have a conversation.
Yeah,
It is one of the most remarkable things I have seen
definitely.
in.
Yeah.
I've been doing living history for 16 years at this point. I wish living history was as open and inclusive as Larp is, but I get everything that I want to get out of living history of like not being me for a weekend. But I get it in an environment where everyone is keen and working towards the same goal, rather than it being like 20 disparate groups that are all like infighting and have history with each other.
Yeah.
Because there's the nature of there is character and there is out of character. All the beef that happens on field, 99% of it, you can go, it's the characters. So you could just leave it at the door. Like, I'm having like a proper stand-up fight with the Dunnings at the minute, or was having a proper stand-up fight. They're all lovely people out of character.
Oh yeah, they're all great.
Yeah, but you know, you talk to Alfred. Alfred's got opinions, but Matt's like, I'm just doing it for game. Just doing it for Jake. I'm actually a nice man.
It's a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
the good thing as well is that it doesn't matter what you want to do in the game as well. You can do whatever you want. So there are people who turn up just to read. They want to spend a bit of time with their friends or their partner, and they will turn up just to read. There will be people who want to go off and enjoy all the tea houses and coffee houses and stuff that are around the field. And they
I went to Lumi's for the first time this event with you and Helen, and can recommend.
Oh yeah, definitely. So you can literally whatever you enjoy doing away from it, you can then do in game as well, and it's there and it's comfortable. So if you want to just sit by a fire and read and drink tea, knit, do anything like that, you can. It's ladies who
As
lunch.
involved as you want to be.
Yeah. So, and there are people who are involved in a lot of stuff who are more than happy to say, "Oh, you're interested in that? I know 20 people who are involved in that, so I'll introduce you, and then you can get involved in something. And then if you don't like it, there'll be something else. And then if you just want to sit down, have a glass of wine at 9:30 in the morning, you can. You can do that too." So
One thing I'd say, we've got a really nice group on the whole that we camp with, and we do a lot of propping each other up and giving each other the necessary nudges to go and do the thing. Like, I know, Digby, you were wobbling. Do I go for senator? Do I not? I was like, I'm going with you, and you're doing it. So there's a
Glad I did.
like
Yes.
one thing I've been telling my friends is at the least you'll have a fabulous weekend with like-minded people.
Yeah, definitely. I want to bring her to meet all you lovely people and get her to tell me where Nico goes.
So you don't necessarily want your other half to come laughing with you, you want a spy.
You want a spy, yeah. But no, I mean, and if there's anything I can help though with, mate, then just let me know. You know me, I'm always happy to help. But yeah, that's it. Is Empire verging on too big for the site? Almost. In the rest of it, no. I think bigger site, more people, which will mean more staff, more crew, onwards and upwards, and they will do wonderful things. And hopefully I'll still be doing this when they've got 10,000 players. So,
Third of the way there.
Yeah, I know, it's terrifying, isn't it, really?
Third of the way there.
Well, that's the point. I need to email Matt P because he said he'd come on after all 4 events, so I need to go and remind him so I can get him on a little...
Things just on the ref thing, like, it felt like there were loads more staff around this event.
Loads.
I don't know if you felt that.
Oh, yeah, loads. I mean, all the refs. There was never a shortage. I mean, the battle actually, the Matthew Pennington, yeah, be the third time, which will be awesome. So I love chatting to Matt because me and Matt have the same sort of vibes that me and Digby get when we're chatting. Is that we will go on and on and on and on, and it's so much fun just to chat. Unfortunately, the last time he came on was just before COVID, and that's not like you, Steve. I know, right? I'm so reserved and shy. I think they've rapidly gone from making 1,500 people feel like heroes with plot and intrigue to 3,000 plus. Yeah, I think this was the first time. Concise was the word I was looking for. Thank you, hun. I think this time round I actually felt more like I was involved in stuff. So like fighting just before COVID and after COVID with Mac was tough. Was really, really tough. And the fights felt harder and I'm exhausted coming out of a fight and I feel like I've been through a fight. But this event I felt more of the way it used to be. So it was more of I'm a big goddamn hero. And that's what we are. So it was good. And I think they chop and change it really well. And I think they pull it off. So hopefully there'll be more to come. I mean, I think what they'll do in the future, what they'd probably have to do, is say we've got a battle on the Saturday, a Saturday afternoon as well, Sunday morning and Sunday afternoon. Just to say, right, this nation, because now Wintermark has got 1,200 people in it, has to fight on its own, and it has to fight against these nations on that one, and then the following morning it'll be the reverse. So nations will be more focused in the battles. I think you had fun. It was lovely to see. Cheers, man. I really appreciate it. Getting to name that curse for the in the Crimson Reapers as well. Yeah, I went missing. So the guy went missing in the battle, and and then basically they just said, right, we're going to put a curse on him. So when someone asks about it, he has to tell the truth. And the line that he has to read out was, I went missing in the battle and all I did was shag a goat. It was wonderful. It was a lot of fun. So that was really good. Took the military council an hour to decide 2 battles. Yeah, I know, right? Now get them to decide 4. But I think it'll be more down to the nations involved. So instead of all the military council going, right, you are going to fight this one, and you are going to fight that one, I think it'll be more focused. And I think that'll be great. I was a bit underwhelmed by the fight, but my non-com siblings saw so much amazing stuff when I was fighting. Yeah. Yeah.
In fairness, the fight on the Saturday
was short.
But I think that's because we've worked out the meta, which is Wintermark stand in a big line in the middle of the field and act as like heavy infantry block, which is not what we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be light skirmishers, but whatever. I've had this argument. Supported by the marchers and their bill blocks and their like big blocks of archers, and then Navarre just fuck off into the woods and do what Navarre do best. And apparently that is like the secret source for obliterating armies from the field, because we just
worked so well.
I was paranoid because, you know, when we started like that big sweeping advance forward, like cutting them down, as it was like, we're going to get flanked. They're coming up behind us. They're drawing us in. We're going to get, oh no, we're not getting flanked. Oh, we're leaving the field in good order. What?
Yeah, I know. It was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed fighting with the little group that I was in, so with Pat and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. Go off, do the killing thing, beat people up, try to take an orc home as a pet. Wasn't allowed, so had to kill them. Instead, it was good. Yeah, the hospital had way too many healers for Saturday. It went that well. Dan needs bear claws or something as well. No, my bear claws. That's what I'm known for, not him. How dare you? But yeah, he does need bear claws. Three Nations on Sat worked well on the field. Trees, not so much. Yeah, the whole thing worked really well. I was healing though and not much to heal. Yeah, but I promise you that you'll go into another battle and you'll suddenly find there's not enough healers. You've got 50 people lying on the floor dying, and you're now going, right, need to save this person, and then it'll be the next person you get to will go, I've bled out. Yeah, but there's nothing you can do. So that'll be an interesting one. That'll be an interesting one to be part of, and I'm looking forward to watching the healers go through it all. Just as long as I'm not the one on the floor.
Actually having to triage people as well.
Yeah.
Because you get to the point where it's like, how long you got left? 10 seconds. You're fucked. How long you got left? 2 minutes. I might be able to do something for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
kind of glad I got an easy ride for my first. I'm glad for the practice. There was a bet on how long you would last in that battle, Beth, and whether or not you would fall over and twist your ankle again after 3 or 4 seconds. So I obviously...
I was not involved.
going to send you something, Steve. Sorry. Beckhoff just sent me something that's amazing, and I need to send this to you right now.
I was not involved in this either, so fuming. But yeah, we lost a ton on Sunday though. So yeah, Sunday's battle went really. But if the Saturday one was that easy, you'd know immediately the Sunday battle is going to be bad. So.
Okay. It was only Dornish people.
That's amazing.
That is so good, isn't it?
I have to show this. I have to show this. Oh.
Hold on. Right, bring it back a little bit. There you go. You're good. You're good. You're good.
That's amazing.
It's so good.
That was amazing. Jeez. Terms of service. I don't think that's broken. That's not broken.
That's fine.
That's fine, isn't it?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, Dawn like dying, don't they? Glorious and all that. Yeah, they're fine to die. There may have been an unofficial contract. 39 Dornish dead. Yeah, bad. Wow. It went bad for everyone this season. Jeez. Yeah, it was. That was awful. It went badly for everybody. Imperial Orcs got cut down by half. So they didn't.
Wow, did the Orcs lose that many?
They lost half their number. That took the field.
Wow.
So it was like 11.
It's still a lot for a nation like the Orcs because they're not that big to start with.
I'm looking forward, because I've just realised the time, as always with us. I think we should do the stream I did with Kyle, where we just had a bottle of wine and we were working way through and just chatting and stuff like that. I feel like the three of us doing something like that would be hilarious at some point. 7 for the Orcs, okay, but it was just so bad. So I'm gonna finish on one of the things that I'm looking forward to next season. There's been a plan to bring Wintermark and the Orcs closer together, and the plan has come from the conscience of Hurst Hall, and that means that Cal, it's like for any football fans out here, Cal's going out on loan. I'm being loaned to the Iron Tide.
Ah, okay.
Hasn't happened yet, but a conversation will be had next season. So I'll be loaned to the Iron Tide to bring the nations closer together. So
Oh, is this what Chris wanted me and Digby to reconcile the egregore with the
Still
orcs?
have to have that conversation with him, and I'm not looking forward to having that conversation with him.
Hmm.
no. But I mean, it's like I was of the same opinion. Yeah, orcs shouldn't be in Wintermark. They're not they're not Wintermarkers. They're orcs, so they go to the Orc Nation.
There was an argument in the Senate on one of the summits I listened into about the whether the advisor on Orc Affairs position should remain, because the argument from one of the senators was that, well, it was always a transitional arrangement to bring the Imperial Orcs in, and they've been in for 60 years, so why do we need this position anymore? And it's my... Obviously, I have an in-character and out-of-character opinion on that. My out-of-character opinion is very close to Alf's in-character one, which is, well, Imperial Orcs should... ideally, like, if they want to integrate with other nations of the Empire, we can't stop them, but surely it would be of benefit to... Is it not, like, does it not make more sense for the Imperial Orcs to stick together?
Yeah.
Because it's not... There's still an undercurrent of Orc racism in the Empire, right?
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
I don't want them to feel... I don't want any Imperial Orcs any Orcs who do decide to come and join the Empire to feel like they are not welcome anywhere. But at the same time, the Orcs already keep to themselves.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have one Orc who's an island in the middle of Wintermark, who would probably be happier if they were with the Imperial Orcs.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, and I look forward to. I mean, out of character, I want players to have fun.
Yeah,
and I want them to enjoy themselves. And if an orc decides, oh yeah, I could go off and join the Navarre or something like that, and they do, then let it be in play. I don't think a player should be able to say, right, I'm an Imperial Orc, but I'm in Brass Coast.
Yeah.
I think, okay, no, this is something that has to happen in play. So that'll be interesting. In character, Cal's very much, but you're an orc, so you go with the orcs. Brass Coast go with Brass Coast, Urizen with Urizen. When the Hearth Magics take over, they're not an Urizeni in the league. They're now in the league. So it'll be the same for an orc. I mean, what happens to an orc if they join a nation like that? They don't have souls. But this is all very, very much an in-character, in-field discussion, because this could go on for days.
This is another reason why you should come to Empire as well, because if you want to get really deeply involved in a philosophical conversation and theocratic conversation about a fictional religion where it literally doesn't matter if you fuck up your argument, because the worst that happened is that your fictional character will die and you make a new one.
Yeah.
You learn something in the process. You know, if you want to come and be like the most inquisitorial inquisitor who ever inquisited someone, there's a fictional in-game religion that you can become a proper expert on, and just go and challenge people to go, let's have a nerd off. How much do you know about the way? You know, you can do that.
I had a wonderful conversation with a Pride priest, and it's finished with me being inquisited. But in a positive way, though.
Yeah.
Positive way. So, but yeah, the rest of the Empire isn't Wintermark. There are free orcs that live all over the Empire and are part of those nations. Yeah, definitely. But they're not technically, they're not bonded to the egregore.
Yeah.
Though, but like I say, this is a big conversation, because I've heard these arguments going on around the field, and they've been wonderful to listen to, and so many of them have finished with, right, I need to walk away from you right now. And it's great. It's great. But Cal is very, you're an orc, you go there. You're Urzen, you go there. But as long as everyone's happy and working towards the same end, who cares?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to the being inquisited as well. I think all of Hurst Hall's being inquisited.
Are they?
Yeah. Yeah,
Rightfully so for that Liao bullshit.
for that Liao bullshit. That was
Oh yes, that.
that's ongoing stuff at the moment, so we have to
yeah.
nerf that one. But yeah, that's being looked at. So don't get me started. Yeah, it wasn't good. I did hear that some of the people who got fleeced for that, a couple of them were brand new players as well. So a bit not good. So I didn't hear about that. I'll have to keep my ears open. Bolam's here, just as I'm finishing.
If
Bastard.
it isn't, Leo, it's Leo. If it isn't,
Yeah.
Well. Okay. I'm not your performing monkey.
Yes, you are. Do it.
Do the line.
Do the line.
do the roar.
Do the roar.
The slut of Savos.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey.
Temeshwa.
I like the tart one the most.
Yeah,
Because Temeshwa is very fun to say.
I'm only bleeding slightly. Excellent. I was finally pulling him away from the computer. Yeah, I know. I am coming off. Another system, I had half-hour discussion with a Grecian. I'm Egyptian as to the differences in our death rituals. Basically boiled down to, I respect your opinion, but you're wrong. Yeah. Yeah, we're not talking about the Navarre one, Pat. That's not coming up at all. So yeah, we're not mentioning that one. That is against terms of service.
Yes.
Massively so. That's not coming up.
Keep it round the fire.
Yeah, let's keep it around the fire.
Leave some intrigue for people to come find us.
Yeah.
Listen for the guffawing and the funny voice on E1 and you'll find us.
I was trying to help Automod. Yeah. Say the funny thing. So yeah, that's been our what will probably be part 1 of our review of E4. As normal. I think we can just safely say we all had a great time. And we've all come back from it absolutely buzzing. I didn't.
Not sunk in that it's going to be 7 months till the next one.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, God, don't say that.
I've got so much to do. I'm going to do so much over the long dark to keep people going, as always. And and we'll have a lot of fun, and we'll do more things. And there is a Empire tabletop game being written as well.
Is there?
Yep. Yep.
That's cool.
So when that's sort of done, I'll see if I can get hold of a copy, and I'll happily run that.
Well, like D&D in the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, me too. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I think, it's going to be the long dark, but there's so much to do. We've got so much. I've got so much planned, and we
need to write the slander.
Yes, we do. We will write the slander. So yeah, we'll get a lot of stuff done, and we'll have a lot of fun, and we'll keep all the keen going. And hopefully we'll have the player event as well for the Hefty fam. So
yes.
Get all of that done today. Yeah, feast.
Yes, I'm up for that.
In honor of the trader that started off at Empire, called Feast. It's literally just like a greasy spoon in the field. It was amazing. I loved it. And went in there with a meal ticket, and they just went, "Do you want a black pudding sandwich?" And they literally filled a massive roll, literally huge, and they had like 12 black puddings in it. I was just like, "Yes, please. We have that with our food as well. Thank you."
It's amazing.
Then we got hit by a storm, a massive storm, and it snapped their centre pole of their huge tent. It's like the size of God. It was that big, and they couldn't afford to replace it. So
That's a shame.
So they went out of business.
That's a real shame.
Really, really was. So wasn't able to go to E4 because of medical things, but E1 will be my first session next year, and looking forward to it. That's awesome.
Good.
I think have the links gone in, and thank you for following as well. So come join the Discord, chat, build this keen up, and we'll keep everyone going. Because I mean, we're just gonna have a lot of fun, and over the long dark, we'll do more. I want to hold a concert again. So like I did before with Tent Aid. So Tent Aid was a lot of fun. It got removed.
I'll have a sing song. Why not?
Yeah, it got removed due to complaints. I was too in character. So it got removed. It is on YouTube still, but it's hidden. So I can send it to people if they want it. I volunteer to do drawings for the slander. Definitely. That's amazing.
Yes.
We need a drawing of Bolum for page 3.
Yes, we do need a drawing of Bolum for page 3.
That could be the gimmick. There's no pictures. There's no wood carvings. It's just all cartoons. It does mean that we'll kind of have to work out what's in the slander like a month before the event takes place.
Yeah.
And it also means that the E2 and the E3s are going to be really hard to do because you're going to have like a 6-week turnaround.
We could do literally just the predictions of what's going to happen at each event.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be
Yeah,
true.
that works.
It's
Yeah.
slander.
Yeah, we'll just predict what's going to happen at each event and we'll name people.
Make it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all bullshit. The slander. It's all bullshit.
That's done. That's the tagline. Print it, ship it.
Love it. Love it. £1 per drawing.
That's reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sold.
Yeah, done. Sold.
As a editor, sold.
So yeah, so Beth wants to write, edit. So yeah, I'll not tonight because I'm probably going to pass out after this. You know when you're just like you're so tired, you can feel everything just aches and it wants you to lay down.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll do that. Oh, an agony aunt column. Yeah, we have to do that as well. We'll just find some psychopath to. See, it would have been perfect. We could have done Ask Mac, but to be honest, we still could. But we just do it as if
Calamity Cow. Calamity Cow.
Calamity Cow.
Calamity Cow.
I like Ask Mac, the whispers through the black gate. We call him back every time. I was halfway through. You've now called me back. I've got to start again. Ask Mac. Yeah, the worst advice. Oh God, Pete, you're right. We're recreating Viz.
We kind of are. Yeah.
We are. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll have to create something in the Discord and another channel so all my mods want to kill me. And yeah, we'll get people involved if they want to be involved. But I'll put something out tomorrow or something when I've sorted everything else out. So I better get royalties for the slander goldmine. Definitely.
Next.
Come and find us at E1 and I will compensate you appropriately.
Cut you in.
Maybe literally. Might be a nice compensation or might be bad compensation. If you accept drugs, yeah, my mods should unionise, as should Digby's. Get together.
No. In fact, yes. Please feel free. Please feel free to unionise.
All the mods should create their own cult.
It's not a cult, it's a union.
Thank you.
Not a cult, it's a union.
So, right. Anyway, let's call it there. Thank you everyone for watching, tolerating this absolute shit show, because it's been amazing. I've loved this. Dolly, clip that.
Don't clip that, please.
Good night,
No.
Digby. Good night. Oh, good night, Digby. Good night. Are we back to fuck off, Digby? Oh.
Good one.
That was a great.
Or shut up, Digby. Shut up.
Shut up, Digby.
Shut
Oh, that was so good. Right.
Pack of bastards.
Oh. No one I follow is streaming at the moment. Oh well. So no one to raid.
I would say raid me, but I'm here. So
Yeah,
that
this
doesn't
is
make
true.
me-
This is very, very true. So yeah, no raid this evening. No raid this evening, but that's fine too. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you everyone for chilling, chatting, tolerating us just laughing a lot. This has been really, really good. No, darlings, I hope you have a lovely weekend. You too, Dolly. You look
See you
after
later,
yourself.
Dolly.
And if your other half needs any help to get into Empire, then let us know. All right, mate? Yeah. Ryan, Matt, thank you so much for coming on.
No problem.
As always, it's been a pleasure. An absolute delight. Yeah. I'll see you all soon. And yeah, look for the announcements in the Discord because I'll be starting to get stuff sorted and rolled out. Okay, everyone. Take care. Sweet
Bye all.
dreams. Bye bye.